Hello, this is Liz, and this is my Let's Play of Dragon Age Origins. This is part, I'm going to say 11. I think it's part 11. Um, so we're back at camp, and we've got some things to do. So let's get the exclamation mark off of our, press the Q, the W. Let's get the exclamation mark off of this here.
You're a hard man to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levy Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levy of the coins? Levy the trader?
Duncan never did mention you.
Really? He never told you of old Levy? We've known each other for years. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. Duncan's, well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on, his pledge fulfilled.
How did you know Duncan?
It's a bit of a tale, that is. But I'm the one who brought the Grey Wardens back to Ferelden. Well, I was one of the ones. There were a lot of us. Maker's breath, I'm a bit nervous. Honoured to be here, really.
Okay, this is part of the DLC. And that's fine. I think we can talk to him without having to just rush headlong into the DLC. Oh, I want to apologize. The sound mixing has not been great so far. My microphone is a Jabra headset, and the microphone itself is not all that great. I'm not proposing to do a lot of these Let's Play. I just wanted to do Dragon Age. If I decide that I like it enough to do more, I will buy another microphone. But this headset is quite expensive. It's just the microphone doesn't work properly. I'm just gonna continue going. I hope you can hear me. If not, my apologies. I'll try to speak up anyway. What promise did Duncan make to you?
My family, well, past a bit checkered to see. Nobles look at us with disdain. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden Commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
Okay, what's happened next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one, and our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
What favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
How will reclaiming the peak help the Wardens?
Soldier's Peak is strategic and symbolic importance. Duncan said that it would be worth it right there. He also hoped to recover lost Warden history and perhaps a few old relics. No one knows what's up there now.
Okay, your family's faith will be rewarded. I will help you. I hope this doesn't mean I get transported to Soldier's Peak. It looks like... Anyway, I'll say this.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map.
Good.
When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Brilliant. Right, so I got that guy out of my camp. And then, I wonder if the world's opened up for us yet. Oh, sorry, I don't think that's the menu. This is it. Let's see the world map. I wanted to point out, so it actually doesn't go into, Orlais or Tevinter. I believe Orlais is here, and Tevinter is here. I'm going to say that Orlais, Tevinter. I'm going to say that. Oh wait, it's west to Orlais, north to the Free Munchers. Orlais must be over here. But Tevinter's like, I think here, I'm going to say. I could look that up, but it should be on a map somewhere. And then the Free Marches is like this little area right here. You can see from the map that we've got a lot more. We came from Flemeth's Hut and the Krokari Wilds. We can't go back to Ostagar at the moment. I don't think. No. I don't even think we can do that after we leave. Lothering, I don't think we can go back just yet. I don't know that we can. No, we definitely can't go back to Lothering now that we left it. The game won't let us. So we need to figure out somewhere else to go. Alistair wants us to go to he wants us to go to Redcliffe. And when we asked Morrigan, Morrigan said, I don't care. We should just go cut Logain's throat. So I know where I want to go, but I'm going to talk to Bodane first.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Fett at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Sounds amazing, Bodon. What are you selling exactly?
Anything, everything, but all of the finest quality. No cheap trinkets here. And my boy Sandal happens to be a bit of a hand with enchantments. Oh, yes. Sadly, it also makes us a target for bandits and the like. If there were spare hands to hire as guards, I would have done so long ago.
Let me see your wares, Bodon.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Okay, so I should have quite a bit of stuff in my inventory, and yes I do. I've got Blood Dragon Plate. He's got the rest of the Blood Dragon stuff over here. He's got all this good stuff. Then we have Sylvan's Mercy, which sounds nice, but I don't think it's actually, well, it's tier 4, so it does a little bit more damage and a lot more armor penetration. Spell power 4. That one's actually 5 spell power as opposed to my 3 spell power. Final Reason. A staff, 3 damage, 10 spell power. Oh my lord. That is really good. Why is it less expensive than Sylvan's Mercy? My cat is just jumping on the back of my... Do I have 32 magic? Why do I keep doing that? No, he's only got 31 with buffs, so I shouldn't probably buy that yet.
Hello. The boy's a bit simple, but he's rather good with enchantments. One of those tranquil fellas actually called him a... what was it now? A savant. I had no idea such a thing existed.
What enchantments does he do?
He can fold lyrium into almost any weapon or piece of armor, though naturally some of the more extravagant materials will take more lyrium than others. It's a process that some of the master smiths back in Orzammar will perform, but my boy here is just as adept at it. Isn't that right, boy?
Enchantment!
And there you have it.
That's really handy. I want some enchanting done.
Enchantment!
So I've got 2 things I can enchant. I've got the Edge and Oathkeeper, both things that I don't think we can equip yet. But why don't we put stuff in them anyway? So we'll put the Journeyman Lightning Rune in the Oathkeeper, and in the Edge we'll put a Flame Rune and... what's Dwemer do? Spell Resistance. Screw that. Okay, so we'll put that in there. That gets them out of my inventory anyway, and also I can equip people. Why does he have that over his head? Let's equip my party and then I will sell things to people. I don't have a better staff. I might buy that one staff, but I've only got 13 coins, so I might actually not. Chastened robe, 6 defense. No, it's not as good as it. Fade Strider is not as good. Of course, my DLC stuff is going to be better than this. The Amulet of the War Mage is pretty good, but I think I'll wait on that. Ooh, I've got some gifts. So so the first one is for Alistair. So let's give him this gift.
I could get used to this, you know.
Alistair. Morgan, is there anything I can give her? Let's go to Liliana, because this bronze symbol of Andraste is hers.
That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
Shiny gold ring goes to anybody. Ale goes to somebody we don't have yet. Morgan gets this necklace.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
We don't have her yet, or him. Or him. So anyway, okay, so that's basically the gifts done. I guess I could. Is anybody? Morgan is at. What is it? 13. Liliana is at 12. Stan is at 0. So let's give him a shiny gold ring. I don't know if he'll like it.
Unexpected. Thank you.
Well, that didn't do too bad, actually. Alright, so Stan, let's do... You know what? I'm going to take Stan with me in my next go, so let's outfit him pretty well. He does two-handed stuff, so he needs a two-handed weapon, so we're going to give him this greatsword. Although, is this better? Yes, the chastened flat blade is better, so we'll hand him that. For armor, he can take the heavy stuff. So we'll give him heavy chainmail. Heavy chainmail. Boots. Gloves. Grey Warden helmet. Or does he want the commander's helm? Doesn't do a thing for him. Is that any better? No. He doesn't need a shield. Scale armor is not better. Oh, this gives him some mental resistance. We'll give him that. It actually takes away a lot of his fatigue as well, so that's a good thing. We'll give him... Well, we'll just give him the bits that we can't give anyone else, okay? Warden's Oath, he can't do that. Memory Bands? No. We'll give him this Apprentice Amulet. This is gonna give him magic. No. Amulet of War Mage, mini pockets. This mini pockets is better than Ephemeral Belt, so I don't really have any rings to give him. I think that's okay. I also haven't looked at Morgan's stuff. I don't have a better staff to give her. That one's just so crappy. I feel bad for her. Is Chanty Robe any better than what she's got? No. She could have these Fade Striders though. Oh, she didn't have any shoes the whole time. Didn't seem to stop her though. She was doing really well. Accessories, what she's got? She's got a Wildstone clasp. That looks pretty good. Let's give her the Ephemeral Mist Belt. And I'll give her the Ring of Steady. And someday I will get her a hat. For Liliana, I've given her an Enchanter Cowl, but that gives her mental resistance and things that she should probably have. I've given her pretty good armor, so I'm happy with that. And I gave her other bits and pieces. You know what? I'm gonna take this off of her. I'm gonna give her Spirit charm. No, wait. I'm gonna give her the charm of still waters. Because I don't know this memory band does anything. We'll just give it to her because it's pretty. She'll like it. So is that everybody? I don't want to give her, because when you give them fire arrows, she shoots 33 times and then she's out of fire arrows. So I'm not going to give that to her until she absolutely needs it. For me, I've got all that I can. It'd be great to get some gloves though. Alistair is fully kitted out with stuff. Let's see if I've got a better... there was that one... Where was that one sword? So the edge requires more dexterity than he has because he's just a warrior. This Oathkeeper. Yes. It is better. It is better than Sir Garland's sword. But I have a really soft spot in my heart for Sir Garland's sword, although I don't need it anymore, so I'm gonna sell it. But it's kind of cool that I rocked up to that one guy and like, hey dude, and he's like, here's a sword. Like, oh, I had no idea that was gonna happen. So it was neat. Okay, is there anything else I want to do in this inventory screen? No, so I'm gonna talk to him.
If there's anything I can do for you, please tell me.
So what's your story exactly?
Well, if you're really interested, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to tell you. I am originally from Orzammar, the famed dwarven city that lies beneath the stately Frostback Mountains. I was a merchant there, too. Merchant caste. These things are in the blood, you know. You can't just leave them behind. I ran a fairly successful business. Rare artifacts, you know. Old things, grand things. The nobles loved them. Reminded them of the lost glory days, I suppose.
Oh, why did you leave?
One day, a noble woman came to my store. She looked around for a bit and then started shrieking in dismay. Apparently, she believed that a pair of braces I had for sale once belonged to her brother. He'd been lost in a cave-in, you see, while on an expedition to clear out the Darkspawn from one of the tunnels running close to the city. They were made specially for him. They're unique, she shrieked. He stole them from my poor brother's corpse. She had me arrested on the spot, of course. Nobles, they're touchy like that.
Yeah, the reason why I don't like to be a dwarf is because of their society. It's just hideous. I really don't like it. It's a meritocracy gone wrong, and we'll see that more when we go to Orzammar, because we are going to Orzammar, unfortunately. And did you steal them?
Well, I didn't steal them. You see, I'd been paying these castless thugs to venture out into the deep roads for me. The lost tigers. They're full of things that people left behind. Sometimes you can find a treasure. Something worth a little gold.
I see.
The noblewoman, she wasn't too happy with the theft of her brother's braces. I don't know what they planned for me, and I didn't want to find out.
Smart.
Bribed the guard that was watching me and took off for the surface first opportunity I got. Never looked back.
Don't blame him at all. You're quite lucky to have done so well.
I thank the stone every single day. Now, is there anything the boy or I can get you?
But they did come from the deep roads, he just said. I'll ask anyway.
Look, we don't rob people, all right? We don't take things from people that need them. The things in the lost tigers, what good did they do lying there? I brought them back to Orzammar, where people could look at them and remember. It's not all that different up here. There are places long abandoned by the humans everywhere. Even more now with the Darkspawn coming.
What do you mean?
People flee from the Blight with good reason, but they forget things. Things with value and meaning. They leave them behind because they're frightened and desperate. And sometimes, my boy and I, we find our way to these places before the Horde descends, and we save these things. I take them away so the Darkspawn don't get them. Is that so bad? They destroy everything they touch.
Well, you are vultures. The blight won't last forever.
No, of course not. And when it ends, I will go back to finding ruins, or move on. I don't really have much of a choice.
Okay. Let me see your wares, Badon.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
I think if we buy something, then or sell something, then the quest marker disappears. So I'm gonna get rid of Sir Garland's sword, even though it pains me. This enchanted dagger as well. Short bows. A long bow. Keep these. This is a really good bow. And so is this one. Let's see, that takes... Yeah, they're both pretty good bows, so I'll just keep them. I mean, it's only 4 in my inventory. And I will get rid of pretty much all of this. Keep these. I could sell them, but then if I bought them back, it'd be twice as much money. So I'll just keep them. But there's not a whole lot in my inventory now. Let's see. I have 4 necklaces. Do I care about fire resistance, constitution? One to all. That's a really good one. Fire resistance is pretty important. I think I'll get rid of this one. And also, cunning is pretty good. That's for Liliana. But I gave... Did I give her a better one? Oh, I don't remember. Gonna get rid of the spirit bombs, the green stone, all of this stuff. I'll keep the gifts, of course. Yeah, we can get rid of that as well. The quartz. Keeping the sapphire because that's a valuable gem and we'll probably need it eventually. Get rid of the venom. And these deathroot extracts. I'm not quite sure why I have them, but we'll sell them. Also these garnets. And I'm keeping the Novus runes. You'll see why later. I'm not going to use this. I'm not going to use traps. I thought I was keeping those in my inventory just in case when I picked up Liliana, she would have trap making already. I'm going to keep the fire crystals, the deep mushrooms, so I will keep the toxin extracts as well. Okay, so that gives my inventory down to 35. I don't know that he sells backpacks. Yes, he does. Oh, wonderful. That's so much better. Okay, so there's all these lovely, lovely gifts that I could buy for nothing and I could give to my companions now, and really this is something that was in his inventory already, so I'm gonna do that. But these gifts are part of the DLC. And so they give you a lot. If you've completely screwed up your playthrough and didn't talk to them correctly, they'll give you a lot of friendship. And I don't feel like I need all that friendship right now. I don't want to completely spoil the game for me, so I'm just going to leave it there. I would like this, though. You know what? I will level up eventually, so I'm just going to... Oh, it's so painful. Oh, it's so painful. Should I really... Are there books? I'd rather buy books. I thought he sold a book. Yeah, Tome of Physical and Arcane Technique. Ugh, I'm just gonna buy it. Oh, it's just painful. Okay. Alright, that should do it. No, we still got a quest marker.
You and your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road.
What else is it? Okay, we'll hear about his son.
Ah, yes. I'm married to a fine woman back in Denerim, it's true. She'd give me a son if she could, but that's not likely to ever be. Sandal here. I found him in the deep roads years ago. Abandoned, I think, and he was never quite right in the head. I took him in, and I brought him with me when I came here to the surface. He may not be my blood, true, but I think of him as one.
We left Orzammar.
That's right, boy. Maybe one day we'll see it again.
Blood isn't all that important.
That's how I've always felt. As long as he's happy, so am I. It's not as if I don't benefit, mind you. Turns out the boy's a natural working with enchantments. He might have even been lyrium-addled. I never thought of that before, to be honest. Happens sometimes. He can work an enchantment into just about anything, however, given some time. Could probably open his own shop, if he knew how.
Enchantment.
Well, he does seem to enjoy it, at least.
Let's ask about rumors.
Some folks aren't happy about Tyrn Loghain being named regent. There are rumors he had something to do with the king's death. Isn't that the most ridiculous thing you ever heard? The Darkspawn killed him, sure enough. If Tyrn Loghain couldn't save the king from that inn, then nobody could. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
So a regent is someone who acts as a king when there is no king, or named ruler. Loghain is acting as regent right now because the king has died and Queen Honora hasn't been appointed as reigning queen. She's just, she's just the wife of the king, basically. So Loghain has appointed himself regent, which is wonderful. He gets rid of the king, appoints himself regent. I don't know why he just didn't appoint himself king. I mean, but anyway, I'm glad he didn't. Let's see if there's any other rumors.
There's not just Darkspawn in the Horde, you know that? There are people with him. Folks who are sick with the blight, and their minds are all twisted and mad. I heard tell of a man meeting his own brother on the field, yet when he called out to him, his brother didn't even recognize him and just attacked. That's what I've heard on the road, anyhow. Take it for what it is.
So Bodon here has about 30 different rumors, like the innkeep. I'm not gonna listen to them all. I should go.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Goodbye.
Oh, why does he have a thing above his head still? I sold things to him.
Something you need?
I wonder if there's
I'm
something...
sure either my boy or I can help you out.
No.
Of course. Good fortune to you and yours.
Maybe
Goodbye.
it's just something that maybe it's because he had it earlier when we were in Lothering when he shouldn't have done. Maybe if I quit and like reload the game. Okay, Morrigan. Oh, we picked up another thing for you, so you'll be nicer to us. Here, have it. Take the gift thing. Where is it? This golden rope necklace is yours.
A fine gift. You have my
now
thanks.
you are neutral still. Ah, that's alright.
What do you wish of me?
Okay, Morrigan, let's get to know you a little bit.
If you must.
How did you become a shape changer?
I was not born such. 'Tis a skill of Flemeth's, taught over many years in the wilds. The chastened have tales of we witches, saying that we assume the forms of creatures to watch them from hiding. When a child is alone and separate from his tribe, that is when we strike, dragging the young boy kicking and screaming to our lair to be devoured. A most amusing legend.
So the screen is jumping because we're in the firelight, I believe. I don't think that's a bug. But it's just a legend, right?
So I assume. My mother has walked the wilds far longer than I. Who am I to suggest what things she has done and not done in her past? Why do you ask? Is there something specific you wish to know?
I've never heard of magic like that before.
No? 'Tis not unheard of in the remote corners of the world. There are traditions of magic outside of the circle of magi, despite what those mages would have you believe. Some of these traditions are old, indeed, passed down as carefully guarded lore from one generation to the next. The zealots of the chantry would uproot all such practitioners if they could, but as luck have it, some still exist. My mother is such a one.
And then you can, okay, so people find it hard to talk to Morrigan. I don't. Morrigan will take offense at certain things. If you say that she's an apostate, if you say something nice like, "Oh, the chantry seeks to protect us," she's not gonna like that. Isn't that the sort of magic open to abuse? I don't think she'll like that either. If you say that's good, such traditions, that's always going to be your safe option.
I'm shocked that you think so. Being a mage of the circle as you were, but perhaps you felt a little like a caged bird as well, caught within that dark tower.
And then, see my character here? Doesn't agree with that. My character looks at these apostates and goes, "Oh dear, these people could turn into demons at any time." Because they can. It doesn't always happen, but it can. So I'm going to say very much so, because she'll like that.
I thought so.
Can you change into other human forms as well?
The form of an animal is different from my own. One may study the creature, learn to move as it does, think as it does. In time, this allows one to become as it is. I gain nothing by studying another human. I already am the same as they are. I learn nothing. So the answer is no, my human form is the only one I possess.
Can anyone become a shape changer?
Anyone with sufficient will, but the act of transformation is a magical one. 'Tis a spell and thus requires a mage's talents. Indeed, you could learn the spells required if I cared to teach you.
Do you spend a lot of time as an animal?
There were nights when the wilds called to me, 'tis true. You look upon the world around you and you think you know it well. I have smelled it as a wolf, listened as a cat, prowled shadows that you never dreamed existed. But my life is as a human. I am under no illusions to the contrary.
And what do other animals think of you when you've changed?
They do not shy away from me. To their senses, I believe I seem like any other of their species. As to what they think, I truly cannot say. Just as I am still human, no matter my form, they are still animals. Thus they cannot speak, even were I to ask.
I would say I have played like I said, I played the mage origin story before, but it's been like 6 or 8 years or something like that. But I've never actually spoken to Morrigan as a mage, so it's really interesting because there's a little bit different dialogue that she's saying.
Indeed. Have you an opinion on my abilities, then? Am I an unnatural abomination to be put to the torch?
Now remember, she's both sensitive and sheltered, and she thinks that what she does is the right way. Now I could flirt with her. But she is not going to. That's just going to make her neutral. I don't think that she's going to like that. Also, I don't want to flirt with Morrigan. I think your abilities sound quite useful.
Oh, you're simply full of surprises, little man, aren't you? But enough of such talk. Let us proceed, lest the dust gather on us.
So yeah, she likes what I said because I affirmed what she believed. It's not hard.
I await your command.
See, I wait your command. She's already sweet on me. I'd like to ask you something.
So, full of questions, are you?
I've already asked about that. There's 3 more questions here. I will ask her one more thing, and then I'm going to save some of the dialogue for later.
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
You can probe me anytime. Oh dear, dear, dear. I'm really I'm really tempted. Oh dear. I could always give her a gift to make it up. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
And you remained unnoticed? No, I don't think she did. But you kept going back to the wilds.
Would you not do the same? Your world is an unforgiving and cold place. The wilds I hail from is home to me, and I a natural denizen. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
This is more flirtation here. I don't want to flirt with Morgan. I've never played a guy who talks to her. This is really weird. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. You know, I'm not gonna like, oh dear, should I? Okay.
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be traveling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
These two are bad. You don't call her a liar. Don't ask what happened to the poor man, because she doesn't care. That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive.
That's very
I
true.
played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
You know, I don't really like that either, so I'm completely with her. Touching, like a handshake?
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Yet here you are. It's kind of a nothing thing to say. I'm not going to tell her that she can go back, because she's going to take offense to that. I'm not going to say the joke's on you. And I'm glad it worked out this way. Alright.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally, then. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
See, she's gonna like what I say because I'm affirming what she believes. I'm not criticizing her, but I really don't want her to fall in love with me. It's terrible. Oh, she's interested. Oh God. All right. Too good with the ladies. I'm just too good with the ladies. Ridiculous. All right, then. Let's have some of your wonderful laconic talk.
Why are we stopping?
We're working together. I think I should get to know you.
There are darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know if I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
You said you were in the army.
I am.
Have you ever fought in a war?
I have always fought in war, human.
So you must know your way around the battlefield then.
Some of them. They aren't all alike.
Don't criticize him. I'm gonna change the subject. If he's finished talking about it, change the subject. I've never seen a canary before. Tell me about your people.
No.
Why not?
People are not simple. They cannot be summarized for easy reference in the manner of, the elves are a lithe, pointy-eared people who excel at poverty.
And yet, this game does just that. Are you alright? You were in the cage for weeks.
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
We should get moving.
As you wish.
And then he approves. It's a mild approval, but he does approve if you just stick to the facts. And actually, if you explain yourself as you go on. Why is this there? Okay. I'm going to speak to Liliana now. This is going to be my romance companion. Not too keen on Liliana, but you know what? She's in Dragon Age 3, so if I do romance her, I'm wondering if there's any benefit to it later.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
This vision of yours.
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell, and the darkness drew me in.
You dreamed of the Blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rosebush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
So the key to Liliana is that she is extremely devout. And there's no swaying her from that. You can question her about how she feels, but the best way to get to be friends with her is to affirm it. And this made you want to help me.
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the Blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the Blight devours everything?
I suppose I couldn't sit by either. You're not going to say the first one, because she's not going to... Well, she's not that critical. It's okay with her sometimes to say something like this. I suppose I couldn't sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a Blight to stop.
She approves.
Yes?
I'd like to talk.
Well, here I am.
She doesn't approve very much. I probably should have picked a different dialogue option, but it's probably okay. What was life like in the Chantry Cloister?
Quiet. It was a life suited for contemplation. In the cloister, away from the fuss and the flurry of the cities, I found peace. And in that stillness, I could hear the Maker. But it was not perfect. Some of my Chantry fellows were condescending. That is the nature of religious folk, I suppose.
So, I think we saw this earlier, or maybe I didn't explain it. In the Chantry, you've got the brothers and sisters, you've got the head of the Chantry, the Reverend Mothers, and then the Divine. And then you have people you have acolytes who are learning, and then you have people who go and then spend some time there. I forget what they call them. But they spend time there, and that's what Liliana has done. She hasn't pledged herself. So previously, when we were with the mages, and there was the girl Lily, I believe her name was, she had actually pledged herself. She was an acolyte. And she had pledged to be chaste, Whereas Liliana here had never pledged to be chaste because she didn't ever take that step. She was just there, you know, just soaking in the silence for a while. Condescending? How so?
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. He cannot possibly have love for all, the sick and the weary, the beggars and the fools.
I prefer your ideas to the ideas of the Chantry.
Thank you. Maybe I am wrong. But it is the Maker's place to decide if I am worthy, not men, not the Chantry. But there is work to be done, and I have talked enough for now.
And she gives me a tiny bit of approval. I think she's going to be a tough nut to crack. She's only neutral. Oh, that's alright. We'll get there. Let's talk to our boy, my friends. Oh man, the reason why I am playing as a guy this time is so I cannot romance Alistair, because Alistair is pretty irresistible to me.
What do you need?
He's looking up at me. Did you want to talk about Duncan?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
That doesn't mean I don't mourn his loss.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's no need to apologize. Oh, Alistair.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Man, you know, I love Duncan too, and this just gets me. He's just so wonderful. I mean Duncan. Duncan was so wonderful. There's another guy I watch who's really upset that we couldn't have Duncan. There's no way you can play the Origins and still have Duncan along, and I'd love to have Duncan. I would give up, well hell, I'd give up Morgan in a heartbeat for Duncan. Let's see. He had you.
I suppose he did. It probably sounds stupid, but part of me wishes I was with him, in the battle. I feel like I abandoned him.
You don't say it, you'd be dead. He saved your life by sending you to the tower.
Yes, I know. I think he came from High Ever, or so he said. Maybe I'll go up there sometime. See about putting up something in his honor. I don't know. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
I think the reason why I like Alistair so much is that he's not afraid to be vulnerable like this. He barely knows you. He's telling you how full of grief he is, how much he cared about this guy, about Duncan. And it just warms my little heart. I don't know. Okay. I've lost enough to know what you're going through.
Yes, I imagine you really have, haven't you? Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
Maybe I'll go to High Ever with you when you go.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Yep, I would go to High Ever with Alistair in a heartbeat. Oh, okay. Alistair does not have very much dialogue, so I'm going to leave it there.
Oh, why, you little...
Are you harassing my dog?
Me? Harassing your dog? I should say it's the other way round. Your furry friend here took offence at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
Good boy. Teach that silly Alistair a lesson.
Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Yeah, you can say anything. It doesn't affect your relationship when you're petting Ruskin. Okay.
I once heard a really old legend about how the hound warriors in the days of the old tribes would feed their Mabari the flesh of the vanquished. Well, that's what I heard anyway. It would sometimes be human flesh. Oh, like you can tell the difference. For all you know, maybe you've already been fed something. Someone.
Don't listen to Alistair, he's full of rubbish.
Hey!
Right. Well, like I said, I'll take
Yes.
Sten
Indeed.
Yes.
and my other friends, and my dog's gonna join me, so. But, okay, so we can go back to Lothering actually, but we've already done everything, so we're not gonna bother. We can go to Redcliffe, that's where Alistair wants to go. However, I would prefer to go to the Callanhead docks and the Circle Tower, so that's where we're going. And there's probably going to be a fight along the way. I'd be surprised if there wasn't. Hey, there wasn't. Oh, cool. Okay. Right.
What is that smell?
What does that smell? Probably dog.
I shall do it. It shall be done.
Yes? Oh? What was this about?
I hear you stole supplies from the guild.
I worried this might happen. I hoped it wouldn't be you who came for me. I have no choice. Forgive me, Warden, but I cannot go back with you.
I do wish the irregulars actually had more to them than just this these little side quests, because it just seems like it should. You know what I mean? I'm going to Mind Blast.
Now we do it. Very well.
And stay down!
Okay. There's the guild supplies. Supplies. Small
Very
shield,
well.
leather armor. I can sell all that good stuff. Oh, there's a landmark boat. Okay, dog. Have at it. Huh. Usually they comment. There's the raven here, in case I wanted to respec.
Well, look at this. I remember taking you across when you left with that fella Duncan. And now you're a Grey Warden. My pap used to tell me stories about them.
Hey, new dialogue. Hello, Kester. Why aren't you manning the boat?
Templars took the boat.
Why would they take your boat?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum she was.
Is there something wrong up there at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
But I have to get there. I'm on official business.
Don't look at me. I told you I'm not the ferryman no more. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
Well, thank you for your help.
You're too kind. Your type don't usually give my type the time of day.
I'm such a good guy.
I shall do it.
Oh, fruits.
You're the Grey Warden, aren't you? Exactly who I was hoping to meet. I represent a collective of mages interested in going about their lives without the constant scrutiny of the Chantry.
Isn't that against the Chantry's laws?
We harm no one, I assure you, and we enforce the Chantry's laws among ourselves. All we seek is a life outside of the Templar's shadow. Next to me, and in every major settlement, you will find an inconspicuous sack containing requests from mages all over the land who need the assistance of someone skillful and discreet.
I'll take a look at these requests.
Thank you, my friend. We have agents in every major settlement to reward you for work done on behalf of the collective. Make us smile upon you.
No. I mean, if I were really role-playing, I wouldn't accept these quests. But they're XP, so I'm going to. Places of power. And I would turn him into... There's 4 places of power we have to find for that one. Careless accusations. This is a Maleficarum. We have to defeat some Maleficarum on the road. Notice of termination. There are 3 apprentices that we have to give termination letters to. Travel to the Blasilian forest and slay the blasphemers. Somebody's upset about Maleficarum doing their deeds near to his abode. So, herbal magic. 10 bundles of deep mushrooms. I'm not sure that I have enough. Let's see if I've got enough. Whoop.
A little something extra. For friendship.
He didn't actually talk there. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna save it real quick because I'm paranoid that was bad, and I don't want the game to crash. If it does, we can come back here. Right. Look at Alistair with his awesome sword. One thing they do not do with the rest of the Dragon Age games is show the particle effects from the charms that you have or the enchantments that you have, and I really miss that. I really loved the particle effects. I liked having... I'm not going to go in here at present because there's nothing in here for me at the moment. I'm going to come back later. I really like to have flaming swords and all that good stuff. They probably have several different effects on them right now. Anyway. Okay, Carol.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I'm gonna charm the pants off you. I'm a Grey Warden, and I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
I have these documents here.
Yes? Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents, too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
Not very much. You're obviously a Templar.
And if you can't prove you're who you say you are, I'm not letting you in. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
I'm gonna pause it real quick. Okay, back to it. Alright. Your superior won't like that you've given me trouble.
Oh, really? You think Gregor would be upset with me for not letting you in? Wait, actually, he would. Good point.
Well, we should try our best to avoid that, shouldn't we?
He's the big guy around here. I bet he could deal with one Grey Warden. Alleged Grey Warden. Well, you want that I should take you there now?
Of course, please do.
Come along, I suppose.
And that is why persuade is the best skill. Always, always persuade. Coerce, whatever.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The doors are barred. Are they keeping people out or in?
Now we wait and pray.
Gregor, good to see you again. This is a dialogue option I haven't had.
Well, look who's back. A proper Grey Warden now, are we? Glad you're not dead.
You're looking well yourself, if a bit harried.
Perhaps. Now we're dealing with a situation that doesn't involve you, Grey Warden.
This tower was my home. I want to know what's happened.
I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls. We were too complacent. First Jowan, now this. Don't think I've forgotten your role in Jowan's escape.
I was just doing as I was told.
I suppose I cannot fault you for that, though Irving could have done more to prevent what happened. It set a dangerous precedent. I should have been more vigilant and urged Irving to be more wary. I can only hope that someday Jowan gets what he deserves. But right now I have other pressing concerns.
What has become of the first enchanter?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
What can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
How can you think of annulling the entire circle?
The mages are probably already dead. Any abominations remaining in there must be dealt with, no matter what.
This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
So the right of annulment is when... Look at him staring up at the ceiling. The right of annulment is when a tower circle becomes overcome by demons, which mages are at risk for at all times, and which has happened here. I cannot see how anybody plays these games and thinks that mages are you know, apostates are great. Apostates are wonderful. The circles are evil, you know, because the circles, you have Templars to make sure that they contain the demons as much as they can. And you get real problems when you have apostate mages out in the world. As you will see from these games, there are clear lessons in this. Why wait? I could go clean the tower out now.
I assure you, an abomination is a force to be reckoned with, and you will face more than one.
Abominations cannot stand against me.
If you succeed, I would owe you much, enough that I would pledge my Templars to your cause. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
We have an agreement then.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide.
So we gotta fetch the first enchanter. I was gonna say I don't see Cullen, but I know where he is. Here's the quartermaster. I don't really need his help just yet, but I can also sell what we've got.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last.
Do you need help?
We need the abominations and demons out of this place, if that's what you mean. If you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
Okay, let's trade. I did pick up this leather armor and this small shield, which I really don't need. Andra's Blessing. Looks pretty nice with that mana regeneration, stamina regeneration, but it is 106 gold coins and I have 9. So none of that is going to work for me. See if there's any backpacks. Yes, there's a backpack. And I can just afford it. And then there's a remarkable malachite that I will take. That's a whole gold coin, and now I have no money. That's why Dragon Age just like gives you all these amazing things you can purchase, and you'll never have the money
This
for
is
it.
the prison for your mages? Ours is not so grand.
I have never taken Sten to the tower. That is why he's with us. I have never taken Morgan to the tower. I usually ditch Morgan in the camp as soon as I can. I have taken Alistair to the tower.
Very well.
There, but for the grace of God, go I. Is there anything still in here? There's a chest, stuff. Okay, I'll just pick up some stuff. There's a lot of chests that are locked in the tower.
I shall do it.
Watch Carter the Reaching. Okay, what's the quest? I forget. Oh, this is a puzzle. This is part of a puzzle. We'll see the puzzle later. You have to pick up a few pieces of the puzzle before you have the actual, like, pile of filth. I wonder what's in this pile of filth.
It has begun.
It's a mushroom! And some blank vellum. Jesus, there's a lot of vellum. Anything up there? I saw something flicker.
It shall be done.
That's more of the same. Yep. This is more of the same. Come on, man. Buckle the winds. We didn't want it anyway. That's fine. Although something did end up in my inventory, even though they said I lost it. Nope. I lost it. That's okay. New codex, the spot. Okay, so it's in the bed somewhere. I wonder. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, what did that say? It'll show us when we get close to it, whatever it is. I'm just gonna go back here in case it's in the apprentices. They said move a bed. Aha, yes. Secret stash right there. Oh, just some lyrium potions and stuff. Well, that's still useful.
In that cage for 20 days.
It might have been closer to 30. I stopped counting after a while.
What did you do? I mean, 20 days is a long time to sit in one place and do nothing.
On good days, I posed riddles to the passers-by, offering them treasures in exchange for correct answers.
Really?
No.
Aw, too bad. That's got serious potential.
I don't think I've ever heard that. That's why I love this game. You can always find new things you've never heard before. It's fantastic. There's a lot of reasons why I love this game. Oh, I've already been here. Why are there 3 doors to a room?
It has begun.
You've returned to the tower? Why did the Templars let you through? Are you here to warn us?
I could play dumb. Warn you of what?
The Templars have barred the doors. They will only open them if they intend to attack us. Is that what is happening?
Don't worry, the rite of annulment has not yet arrived.
They sent for it then. I feared they might have. What else could they do? So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the rite, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
Did Irving survive? That is a pretty important thing to ask.
If anyone could survive this, it would be the first enchanter Irving. It was he who told me to look after the children. It's a long story. I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this circle.
We must try to avoid needless slaughter.
Yes, even if we cannot eliminate all the demons and abominations, together we could lead the survivors out. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
Gregor says he'll only accept it if the first enchantress says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Will the children be safe here?
Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
I suppose that could work.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
And that's why I never take you anywhere, Morrigan. Hold your tongue, you harpy. You will do as I say. I like that. I might actually say that. Let me see the other options. You could have been one of them if things were different. You made my decision will help one. Why do you treat the circle with such scorn? We know why she treats them with such scorn. She's an iconoclast. Should I? I can always buy her a gift.
Have it your way.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wyn, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Have faith, we will not fail.
Your confidence is refreshing, though you should make sure it does not blind you to your weaknesses. If you are ready, let us go end this.
Right, so this is something I have always wanted to do. I think it might be stupid, but I'm doing it anyway. Morrigan,
Indeed.
Sten.
Yes.
I want a 3-mage party, and we're gonna take Sten this time instead of Alistair. Sorry, Alistair, I love you, but no. Alright, Morgan disapproves. Of course she does. She always does. It's okay. There's a chest over here. The mages, you can talk to them, but they say things like, take care of Wyn, come back, be careful, that good stuff. So we're not gonna bother them. Ooh, 1 silver coin. Great! Lost 37 cents.
Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
Something about her outfit that I've never understood is this. What is this? Why does she need it on her upper arm? What does it do for her? I can understand all of this. This is probably boning to give her a nice waist, and I can understand like the decoration here, but why that? You did what you had to do, Wyn.
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
Yes. Destroy the barrier.
All right. Be on your guard.
Okay. I do not know how this triple mage party is going to turn out. If it goes badly, we may have to, actually, you know what? Quick save. If it goes badly, we'll come back here. Alright, what we got? We got a desire abomination. Is that what it says? Yes. Then we've got rage abominations and hunger abominations. Okay, so I think abominations are mages that have been taken over by demons. So I'm gonna put that dude on a crushing prison. Oh, it worked? Cool. I'm going to put that guy on virulent walking bomb. And this guy. I don't know why my guy just stops sometimes. Oh, Morgan's got a level up. Let's level her up. Let's give her magic and willpower. She's a shapeshifter, that's her ability. Let's see. Let's try bear shape. That'll be interesting. And let's add that. Oh, I can't add it here. Hopefully they'll add it for me. No, they don't. Where is her skills? Morgan. Spells and talents. Wait a minute. Why hasn't bear shape showed up? Oh no, I have to do that again. Okay, Morgan, let's level you up. Give you more magic, willpower. Give you bear shape. Play. And there it is. Okay, we'll see how that goes because like I said, I never play with Morgan, so I don't know her shapeshifter powers. And I just love trying new things. Summoning Sciences. So Summoning Sciences is a quest in this area, but we need to kill everything before we do it. I don't think we have killed everything. It's quiet.
It has begun.
I think there's some demons around. What is that one about? Watch more about the reaching. Okay. Yeah, thought so. Okay, so there's this lesser rage demon here. I'm gonna put in a crushing prison. And then for this one, I'm gonna give him walking bomb. And this one, he's gonna get more walking bomb. Then I'm gonna mind blast everybody. And I'm gonna get out from the middle of it. Yeah, so demons explode into fire when they die, which really sucks. Especially if they explode by normal stuff that I do, and then they explode by fire. But I like the explosions, it's really cool. Alright, so... that quest. Not showing up. The Circle of Magi, maybe? Okay, Summoning Sciences. It would be unwise and altogether unsafe to engage in such exercises with the library in its present state. Where is the... I gotta work on people's tactics as well. Oh, here it is. The Codex quest related. Summoning Sciences. First, Summoning Font. Then Spirit Passages, then first Summoning Flames. Let's see if we can actually do it.
As you say.
Spirit Personages, wasn't it? I hope so. That is a nug. No! It's a spirit hog. Sorry. The codex says that these spirit hogs can't live outside the Fade, so when you summon it, it automatically dies. Poor, sad spirit hogs. I shouldn't laugh. Alright. Then back to exercise 2, summoning font, and then Rodder comes uncommon calling, and then Magus Gorvish. Okay, Rodder comes uncommon calling is over here. Wherever it is. Is it here? It's supposed to be here. There we go. And then we have to go to the Magus. I think the Magus Garvish is over here. Yep, that means we've done the right thing. And then it's summoning the second.
Yes? Is there something you wish to discuss? If not, we should hurry. Time is of the essence.
Let's move on.
Onward, then.
It gets in the way sometimes. Trickster Whim. Codex updated about Trickster Whim. We could read about him, or we could go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one. I don't... I might look at that later, and maybe I'll tell you about it, but... these are all quest related. Okay, exercise 3. Alert. Senior Magi. Wait, Trickster Whim Paradise. An amoral entity that delights in observing corporeal and emotional discomfort. A dangerous preference, given that such creatures have little understanding or interest in the fragility of mortal flesh. He just, you know, he's just a... It's not that big. Okay, summoning font, then bestiary, then common table. Oh dear, I think I might have to write this down. Okay. Bestiary, then table, then spiritorum, then magus, then the phylactery, then the third summoning flames. Okay, we got this. Let's try. So first we go to the summoning font.
I shall do it.
Then it's the bestiary, which is over there. So this one's going to be dangerous. It said alert your professors. Then we go to the table in the first room, I believe. Yeah.
It is begun.
And then the spiritum, which is back here. And then we go to the magus, all the way at the front. And then the phylactery. Then we can summon this dangerous thing. And it is a Fade Rifter, which I don't know what that means. We're gonna crushing prison
Fear me.
No quarter shall be given.
Then take these charged mitts. You know what? I don't have any mitts. That doesn't change my hands. Oh no, I'm stuck with these hands. Look at those stupid hands. Well. Yeah, okay. I'll probably do another 15 minutes and then I'll stop the recording.
As you say.
Okay, we got fried demons and all sorts in here. We're going to... Oh, I don't have my crushing present. Then I'm going to walk
as you say.
Then I will blast everybody. Actually, he's a greater rage demon, so I'm gonna and what else do I want to do? Who's he attacking? I don't think he's attacking this guy, so I'm just gonna put a shield around him. Keep an eye on our health, which is pretty bad. And then I'm gonna take my mage out a little bit. And I'm gonna heal myself. Oh, Wynn is gonna heal me instead. That's nice of her. She's such a lovely. Come on.
It's a fine thing we've done.
Oh, we don't get anything from that little battle. Oh well.
I shall do it. Very well.
Got an acolyte staff here.
As you say.
I wonder if anybody could use... Oh, mystical side of power, of course. That's part of one of our quests. Okay. I wonder if anybody could use this acolyte staff. Wynn cannot. Morgan? The other one gives her one more magic. So I'll keep her with that. Did I pick up any armor for her? No. Okay, that's gonna be a little annoying until we get her some armor. Oh, let's see if I could get anything for Wynn. Okay, I'm gonna give Wynn the Amulet of the War Mage, and I'm gonna give her the Lucky Stone. That should help a little bit. We don't have any boots or anything for her. We'll probably pick up something while we're doing this in the tower.
It shall be done.
Owain's room is near here. I hope he's all right.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
What are you doing here?
I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
Go away! Don't you want to get out of here?
I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work.
Owain, you should have said something. I would have opened the door for you.
The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
Haven't you come across abominations?
No. I suppose I should count myself lucky. I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
What's Niall trying to do?
I do not know. But he came here with several others and took the litany of Adralla.
But that protects from mind domination. Is blood magic at work here?
I do not know.
Niall was in the meeting. He would know. Blood magic. I was afraid of this.
We'll be able to handle it.
We should find Niall. The litany will give us a fighting chance against any blood mages we encounter.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
Well, while we're here, let's pick through this pile of filth to get some quartz. And take from this charred corpse a water-stained portrait, which is for Sten. Sten, do you want a water-stained portrait? Might as well get it out of my inventory. Oh, come on. You'll like it.
I am impressed. My thanks.
I thought so. Didn't I pick up another gift? Didn't I buy another gift? It doesn't say whom this goes to. I kind of thought I picked up another gift from Morgan, but I didn't. I think this malachite can be given to anyone. But I kind of have somebody in mind, so we're not going to give it to anybody here. Alright, so what's the best way? So go around here, I'm going to look at the map. So here's the way up. So we should go out this way and then work way all the way around if we want to do the whole entire floor, which we do.
What are we doing? Have you thought? Enemies approaching.
Yep, okay. Blood Mage. You're gonna go in Christian prison. And then you are gonna have shield.
Come, let us end this.
You are gonna go down. I can stack Oops, I hit the wrong thing. Oh man!
I must try another time. More the fool's day.
That shield lasts a very long time.
Please, please don't kill me.
The people you killed didn't want to die either.
I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. Don't you remember what it was like living here?
Yeah,
the
it's
Templars
fine.
Watching.
Yes.
Always watching.
Because they had to? What you've done will make things worse for future mages. That's absolutely the case.
We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Nothing is worth what you've done to this place.
And now Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs.
And all you do is wallow in self-pity. Pathetic.
What else can I do? I'm trapped here.
I'm sorry, I don't know what I can do for you.
Please, if you spare me, I could escape and seek penance at the Chantry. I just want my life. Please.
How will you get out with blood magic?
I'll find a way, please. I swear I'll do something good with my life.
Is she gonna actually go to the Chantry? Oh, man. I think we meet her later if we spare her. I don't remember if it's a good thing. I'll spare her.
Thank you. The Maker will surely turn his eyes on you for your mercy.
I never have actually killed her, I don't think. Oh, I thought Morgan was gonna hate that. She hates everything. I think the Rose of Orlais is a gift, you know. It is, and it's for Wynne, because she likes books.
A generous gift.
It has begun.
The other games kind of, I mean, they do have gifts, but they don't work like they do in this game.
It shall be done.
I think that Bell's Cache was in a different quest. They don't work like this game, and I always think that it's really disappointing because I quite enjoy giving my companions gifts. It's nice. Scrolls of Banastor. Oh dear. So you have to collect the Scrolls of Banastor, and there's like 4 of them. I don't go out of my way to do that. If they show up, they show up.
Precious circle, not even the first to touch the Fade in their own tower. How appropriate.
Who asked you, Morgan? Oh, there's more about the Watchguard of the Reaching. That's fine. Okay, every door we open is going to have beasts inside of it. Just so you know. They're gonna come out.
It's your time to
die! We're gonna crushing prison one. And then kill the other one.
It has begun.
More Lyrian potions, not bad. Not bad at all. Feels so deja vu doing this. I was literally just here.
Very well. It is begun. It shall be done.
Oh no!
I shall do it.
My mod isn't letting me open this one. I'm gonna have to get somebody and come back to it. I think 2 of us. I didn't use that. I used crushing prison. I think there's 2 of us who are using walking bomb. Is that the case? I'm gonna look at what Morgan does for a second. No, it must just be me. Maybe I clicked the wrong thing. I need to work on everybody's tactics because she's not using her bear form or her spider form. Now, why am I able to open this one when I wasn't able to open the other one? That's really frustrating. Lots of staffs. I mean, that makes sense because we're in the tower. Now we can go to the prison man. Is that for Morgan? It is! She likes jewelry. And I can give a gift to Morgan and sweeten her up a little bit. I love this bit. Kick the door open. I've never done that. Should I? Let's try it.
Please don't hurt me. I'm no one. I'm not important. I just don't want to die. Oh, Maker.
You're not gonna die. Pull yourself together.
Thank you. I suppose I
instantly
can breathe easy now. Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden, at your service.
How'd you end up in that closet?
There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while.
I killed most of the demons. You could escape.
And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what happens.
Very well. Take care.
Thank you again for saving me. May we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
I just think of him as the man in the closet forever. He's just there for good. He never comes out. Okay, this one has an open door.
There must be some...
Yep. Okay, we got an abomination, a blood mage. Let's get rid of the mages first. They're really annoying.
I shall do it. It shall be done. Now we do Damn you! More the fool's day!
It's your time to die!
Yeah, I'm not sure about walking bombing these.
It has begun.
These abominations,
Very
because
well.
they just blow up and then they take all of our health with it. So I might not do that. This walking bomb thing is really cool, but at the same time, is that more about the... Yeah, more Watchguard of the Reaching. more Big Fulham, my favorite. Yeah, the next one is a rather large room. I'm just gonna save it, and then I think that's it for tonight. I will take this up again in part 12. I do believe this is part 11, so I'll see you in part 12.